Hello again, viewers! It is time for Sunday streams. It is time for the CritCast. I'm joined by Nick Getley and Hope Corrigan, aka Duba and aka News_Shake. And I'm Hyper, otherwise known as Matt, but I don't like the name Matt, so let's move on. How are you doing?
Good.
Yeah, pretty good.
Awesome. Have we had a good week so far?
Yeah, it's been tiring. But that's a week.
That's
7 whole days of it.
Yes.
just how the thing is. Hey, Bessie J, how you doing? Welcome to the stream. Anyway, let's jump into it because we are slightly behind on schedule. So the first bit is BlizzCon news. So, I know that Hope and I have both been sort of keeping an eye on it. I forgot that it was BlizzCon until this weekend, and when I found out that there was a new World of Warcraft expansion coming. But Hope, did you want to take the lead on this one?
So from the thing I'm most interested in is Overwatch, because I'm an Over whore. They've got a brand new character who's a support and damage dealing character. Her name is Moira, and she's a member of Talon, who basically her whole deal is she's a genetic biologist, and she can do damage and she can do heals. From what I understand, her heals are far better than her damage, so she's definitely more on the support side of things. But she looks interesting to play. She's got like a left click and a right click as to whether or not you're healing or damaging. She's got this orb she can throw around which bounces off things and heals or does damage. And her ultimate is kind of probably the most interesting thing, because it's this huge beam which will basically heal anyone in it or damage anyone in it. So it'd be really good for pushing through like chokeholds and things like that. So she's pretty interesting, and they've also got a new map called Blizzard World, which is like a theme park that's themed on Blizzard, but it's a map in Overwatch, so...
Sort of like how they've taken references from other Blizzard games and thrown it into the game itself, like, what is it, that Japanese map, Hanamura?
Yeah.
It's like in the arcade, just as you come out of the arcade, there's a Murloc.
Yeah.
Or...
It seems like they're very much making Overwatch like the real world.
Yeah.
In a sense, it's kind of weird to see them do that for such a new IP, but
so this new hero that's supporting utility. You said supporting utility, yeah?
She does damage as well, but utility is probably a good way of probably a good an accurate description.
So she's like a mix between Symmetra's Cancer versus the blonde one, Mercy is Bay.
Yeah, it's really hard. Like, I think without playing her, it's going to be really hard to say exactly what she's like. Her beam does look like a Symmetra beam, like the damage one, but it's really long range. But apparently, hearing people that have played it on Blizzard's show floor, it doesn't sound like it does very much. So I think she's going to be much more utilized as, like, more like how Mercy is, in the sense that you usually heal, but when you do have to whip out a gun, you do.
She's an active healer, but passive, well, not so much passive damage dealer, but secondary damage dealer.
I reckon.
Yeah, okay.
But her orb that she throws around, that looks interesting, because it like bounces off walls, and if you're in range of it, it'll start taking some of your health.
Okay.
So if you can get that going through like a hallway or something, I think that could be quite destructive.
Yeah, there's a couple of maps in Overwatch that would probably benefit in. Just trying to think of one that comes to mind.
I think it'd be probably really good for areas in Volskaya, and also maybe
Volskaya
in
Industries, yeah.
Yeah, and maybe in Nimbani as well. I think those two maps might be pretty good. I think it also could be interesting when taking points in maps like Hanamura and Lijiang Tower, because you've got the points where it's an enclosed point, and that could be pretty cool.
What about payload maps like what's that one where they're going through like all of these shipyards and shit like that?
Shipyards.
It's like it goes from this like little courtyard, and then it goes down, turns right, then it goes down into a dip, comes back up, then it goes through like all these warehouses and shit like that.
Oh, Watchpoint Gibraltar.
That's the one.
Yeah, no, that could be that's one of the only payload maps that I think it would be good on, actually.
Because there's a lot of close spaces and
Yeah,
walls
there's a lot
where
of
the
little
payload
hallway
is.
sort of sneaky bits and things like that, yeah.
Yeah. Hey, Cat in Space 98. Welcome to the stream and welcome to the CritCast. Hope you enjoy what we've got on offer.
And
Nick.
as for World of Warcraft,
Oh, yes, World of Warcraft. Oh my god. So where to start? They unveiled a new expansion that I haven't really read too much into. I've only watched the trailer, but the trailer or the opening cinematic for the trailer is pretty awesome. It's basically taking it back to as close to vanilla Warcraft, not World of Warcraft, but vanilla Warcraft as much as possible.
Orcs vs humans.
Well, more Horde versus Alliance, in terms of like Warcraft 3 sort of thing. Like they're fighting over Lordaeron or the Undercity. So just there's a bit of a breakdown of the trailer and the current state of the game. So at the start of I think it was, I can't remember if it was Warlords of Draenor or at the end of Mr. Pandaria or start of Warlords of Draenor. It could have been the start of Warlords of Draenor. I'm just trying to think where the stand-in war chief, what's his name, Vol'jin dies. Oh man, I'm like, was that at the end of the start of Draenor? At the end of Draenor to the start of Legion. Right, okay. Right, yeah, so at the start of Legion, the stand-in war chief dies. He only was a war chief for a whole of one expansion. And then the queen of the Banshee Queen, Lady Sylvanas, she becomes the war chief of the Horde, who's an undead, and her main city is Undercity. So in this trailer, you see her leading the Horde versus the new leader of the Alliance, which is Varian Rin's son. Oh man, his name escapes me too.
But are these established characters already that like fans are going to be like, holy shit, they're back?
They are established characters because they've been throughout the entire World of Warcraft universe. Yeah. So
is it just the story that they're rolling back, or is it the way it plays as well?
It's probably like they're keeping it current in terms of they're not reversing the story or anything like that because those characters are dead. Varian Rin, which was the original king of Stormwind, he died at the start of Legion. Like they tried to siege the Lost Islands where Kil'jaeden and his forces were sort of mounting up at the Black Temple, and then they basically lost their foothold, were pushed back, and Varian Rin, which is he was the king of Stormwind at the time, he basically took a blade to the chest and got his eyes ripped out by Gul'dan, who was an orc warlock, really tough bad guy. But it seems as though that at the start of this new campaign, Varian Rin's son, Anduin, that's his name, Anduin Rin, who's now the priest, who's now the new king of Stormwind, with Greymane from the War standing at his side, trying to siege and take back Lordaeron, which is now known as Undercity, which is owned by the Undead or the Forsaken and the rest of the Horde. So there's that. They're doing like a complete Horde versus Alliance thing now, not Horde versus Alliance as a secondary thing versus a big bad guy that's coming to try and destroy the world. It's now Horde versus Alliance, back from Warcraft 3. There's a couple of other things they revealed, vanilla and classics. There's been a bit of a ruckus over the last couple of years with private servers coming up, and private servers are being deemed illegal because they're using assets and intellectual property that is owned by Blizzard and hosting their own servers without without Blizzard basically getting a cut of it. There's been DCMAs and takedown notices and all this other shit for these servers to be pulled and, closed down. But there was one big one in particular, which they ended up opening up discussions with Blizzard to bring back classic servers. And they agreed to not host their own private or pirated servers anymore, on the pretense that they were going to do that. And then there was a massive hold on that, and then they were like, oh, well, fuck this then, we're going to do it anyway. And then, launched their servers and then pulled them again, I think. And then now, they've announced vanilla servers, so going back to the first base game, which, if you're somebody who's played it for a long time, you probably haven't played any of the latest expansions, because, oh my god, this is so retarded. Anyway. I just pretty much info vomited on both of you.
Yep.
Look, I'm a Diablo guy. If Blizzard have any Diablo announcements, I'm on top of them. But yeah, I
don't think they did.
No, not at all. I'm not a still haven't played Overwatch, and I should. I'll play that next free weekend. I'll do it. We'll do it.
I like Overwatch a lot. They also announced that StarCraft 2 is going to be free in some capacity.
Isn't it already free?
Neat.
Yeah, interesting.
No, StarCraft 1 was free.
Is that because...
No, StarCraft 2 is free. So you can play the multiplayer and parts of the campaign. I think it's the original campaign.
Maybe they've released more of it then for free, because I know that was a big deal to some people.
Yeah, maybe, because they've still got another, 2 expansions since the base game? So you've got StarCraft 2, Wings of Liberty. You've got StarCraft 2, Heart of the Swarm. Then you've got StarCraft 2... fucking escapes me. Yeah, but we're just going to call it the fuck expansion, where you get... multiplayer and the arcade was free. Wings of Liberty is free, and you get HOTS for free if you own WOL. Ah, cool. Okay, so Wings of Liberty, Heart of the Storm, and Legacy of the Void. Hey, dude, I don't own the third expansion. Come on.
He's on top of it.
Yeah, no, Raptor is a big... he's a big Blizzard fan in terms of playing some of the classic games in StarCraft 2, because him and his brother play that quite frequently. But yeah, so just to recap, and the information that is now coming in direct live from our reporter in the field, Raptor Shadow. Multiplayer and the arcade was free, but Wings of Liberty will be free, and you'll get Heart of the Swarm free if you own Wings of Liberty. There we go.
Okay, I was like, Heroes of the Storm is always free.
Yes.
Yeah, no, HOTS is Heart of the Swarm. Sorry.
Ah.
Did I say Heroes of the Storm?
No, I just read the text myself, and I was very confused.
As well.
And
yeah, no, I was a bit confused when I did
it's
that
really
as well.
funny, because when I read it, I was like, I fucking hate Heroes of the Storm. I just got mad.
Get out! Get the fuck out! How can you not like Heroes of the
Get a team
Storm?
together on that game, Hyper.
Yeah. What?
No one likes it.
I like it.
Get a team of hypers.
I would if I could fucking clone myself.
Oh, worst team ever.
Fuck
So
you.
much salt.
I beat you and your fucking team of Hope Corrigans.
Oh, Corrigans.
Holy
You
shit.
can't even say my name.
If we could
I'm fucking
simulate
eating.
this
Shut up.
Deadliest Warrior and have a team of Hopes and a team of Hypers go at it in a game, that'd be amazing.
Honestly, I totally agree with you, Raptor Shadow. MOBAs can die in a fire.
For killing RTS. You might want to,
Look.
specify that.
No, they
that.
can just die.
Let's not
They don't even need to have done that.
let's not tumble down
They
the
can die
rabbit
for being
hole.
shit and
RTS
boring.
was dying. And then, shitty console RTSs didn't help. Really.
Console RTSs. They're just as bad as console MOBAs.
Halo Wars and what was that? I think Sega or THQ produced one. It was good on PC, but the console ports really sucked.
Yeah, it wouldn't have been Dawn of War, was it?
No. It was like Supreme Commander or something. It didn't do well on console.
Supreme Commander. Oh my god, that was a fucking terrible RTS.
Dude, I haven't really enjoyed RTS since Crush, Kill, and Destroy.
I'm gonna like
am
not
too
pretend to know what
stupid
that is.
to like RTSs because I have a lot of trouble focusing on that many things at once. Yeah, I know that most people play either like the meta or just look at the big picture when they play it. I can't do that. I've got to try to do both at once, and I can't do both at once.
You're naming every individual little soldier and like
Yeah.
mourning their loss when they die.
Why, little pixel man? Why?
I really want to say something sexist here about your ability to play RTS and then only being able to play like something like first-person shooters just to stir the pot because you know I'm a shit stirrer, but I don't really want to alienate our audience as well.
I also don't really know how that works because, like, the sexist or the commonly sexist comment that people would put in here is that women are better at multitasking than men. So, in theory, I should be good at this.
Look, let's take all biases out of the picture and let's just admit that you have got nothing on a 13-year-old Asian kid.
No, not
Like,
Asian.
statistically,
13-year-old Korean kid.
Statistically, like, didn't 3/4 of the world's copies of StarCraft 1 end up imported in Korea? And it's still on TV, and they can...
It's still, like, one of their most played
like
games.
I read that like someone my age can do 100 actions per minute, and the it's like 220 is the average actions per minute by like a 12-year-old Korean kid on StarCraft. I would get smoked. That's literally like over 2 times.
I think
as
I'm
quick.
like probably sitting at around 5.
Isn't it like an actual sort of testament to South Korea in terms of their, like RTS, their love of RTS and MOBAs, of the fact that it's apparently illegal for you to cheat in a video game down there?
Yeah, absolutely. And like, there's been raids on gold farming and like WoW and stuff like that. It's...
Oh man, can you imagine being on like a SWAT team that busts into like all these little nerds sitting around for me, just kicks down the door.
All right, boys, this is our objective for today. We're going in hard. We're going in with all the AKs and all the boys. We're gonna
It'd be
some gold
standard
farmers.
2x2 cover formation. You take out that kid with the Doritos.
They're just using like fucking what is it, the door hammer thing just
Yeah,
to bust it down.
Then they're like hiding around corners and like hand gestures, like you go, shh, stay there, like man this one.
I can just imagine you would get behind an entire room of gamers with headphones on before they even realise you're in there. Like, you tap them on the shoulder, excuse me, and they go, huh?
Please don't shoot me, sir.
It's, yeah, I don't know. If you're a slower paced RTS person and more about the details, you should play Civ, because it's all about, being either an asshole or a benevolent kind of ruler.
I really like, and this is I just sound like a dummy in this podcast today, but I really like Civilization Revolution, the console
I fucking
one.
love that game. It's so...
I love that game.
It's like
it
your advice is like
simplifies a lot of
Sims.
it. And it was really casual fun, like, and you could sink hours into it and then be like, oh, that happened.
Yeah, I got mad though because I couldn't get all the achievements back when I was an achievement whore. Because one of them was like beat a game on deity difficulty, and if you start a game on deity, the other civilizations can have any other advancements unlocked. So I think I had musketeers taking on Russia's nukes, and it just did not go down very well for me. Yeah.
Aw. I still think the best thing about Civ is the Gundy glitch, which they've stuck with. And that's that he's meant to be super duper passive, but what happens is when you get to a certain amount of passivity, it wraps and goes to like maximum aggressiveness. And they didn't realize that. So if you do an action that potentially changes the way Gundy is, then he gets and that's why Gundy's such a jerk in those games.
I never realized that was a thing. God, that makes
Yeah,
sense.
so
I'm always at
it was
war with him.
initially a glitch, but they've kept it in because it's funny and because it's like such a Civ thing.
Wow, I did not know that. Far out. I'm always warring with him.
Yeah, and that's why.
Oh my god. I'm out for the rest of the cast, guys.
Your mind is blown.
Yeah, I'm done.
I broke a
Gandhi is a
duva.
dick, apparently.
Yeah.
Oh,
in
wow.
that game, tremendous dick.
Yep. And that's
Is he a
fine.
dick in real life, though?
Let's not.
Let's not go down that rabbit hole because there's
bunch of shit about
a lot of stuff that is not great in some ways. But it's so hard to know what's true about anyone.
Yeah. Yeah.
Anyway, Sony was also at Paris Games Week.
Yeah, stuff I can talk about.
And these guys teased the crap out of it. They were all like, E3 was only half the story. And
that sounds a bit like, selling half of a game and saying, hey, you can play the rest of it if you buy the DLC. Like, why do this across 2 different events?
It's like when a movie has a teaser
Nick,
or an announcement.
Raptor Shadow's got some advice for you when it comes to Civ and, being massively underpowered.
Sweet. There's a bug in Civ 1. Rainbows. Whoa.
So yeah, if a terrain bonus can let a Roman legion successfully fight a tank, that's awesome.
That's amazing.
Wow. Sorry, carry on about Sony.
Yeah, you take the lead on this one, Hypes, if you're feeling it.
I didn't really pay much attention to them. I'm sorry.
Oh, well, look,
let you guys
got
down.
a PS4, and I thought that, we were PS4 buddies, but I guess not.
Oh, that's right, he's the PC
PS4
trader.
buddies.
Look,
No, I'm not the PC traitor. I'm the PC Master Race guy. PS4 secondary, only because Destiny's on there. Because that's where all my fucking friends are.
yeah, well, my friends are on Xbox One, and I'm slowly getting them onto PC. But no, so Sony at Paris Games Week had a bunch of announcements, and I don't know, look, I'm not going to say it was a smash hit for everyone, but there's some really cool
I
announcements.
think it was boring as hell.
I think there's some really cool announcements if you're into these types of games. So, Ghost of Tsushima is being made by Sucker Punch, who, they kind of disappeared.
Sucker Punch
after
are
making...
amazing, so whatever they do, I'm hyped for a little bit.
Yeah, absolutely. So this doesn't look like it's got much room to play with, like Infamous and their other games have. This looks like it's going to be a pretty solid kind of historical samurai game. But yeah, all we've got is the kind of trailer, which is really, really pretty, very, very Japanese, but not much else to go on yet.
It's a trailer.
Exactly. It's there to get you hyped, and I think I'm interested. I'm interested because the last game that kind of promised something like this was Nioh, which is just basically feudal Japanese Dark Souls, which is fine, but
That came out this year, didn't it?
yeah, I like to be able to beat games though, and I definitely can't beat that one. Then you got Destiny 2 first DLC announcement or whatever, which isn't really PlayStation only. I don't know. Hyper, you play a fair bit of Destiny. Are you excited by the Curse of Osiris? Look, more content's always good.
Yes, more content's always good, but it did feel as though the Destiny 1 was incredibly short to begin with. I actually haven't touched Destiny in about 2 weeks, to be honest. I got to 293 light, and I've just been playing other games for streaming and stuff like that. But no, having more armor sets would be nice. I'm guessing that's what it also comes with. So
yeah, there's more loot, more strikes, another raid. Yeah, a bunch of stuff. But yeah, I don't know. I think that Destiny 2 has felt like less game overall, as fun as it is playing through. I would argue it's worth its asking price. Just in terms of the overall experience and how pretty it is, especially on PC. Like, holy shit, it's really pretty and it runs really well. But it still feels like less to do than the first game.
I've heard the guns feel really good on PC.
Yeah, absolutely.
I want to feel them guns.
Yeah, it's just that leap in frames, It's one of those games where you could probably sell your friend a PC just if they see Destiny 2 on it. But
I'm really tempted to get it on PC, but I have no money because I spent all my money on my PC.
yeah, that is like the struggle
It's
of
the biggest
PC
first
gamer.
world problem I've ever had.
Yeah, and there's always, like, each month there's a game that's worth checking out. But PC, I have the equivalent of a GTX 1060 or whatever. I have the AMD R9 290X, which is around the same, and it mainly plays indie games, which is probably not really getting a workout. But Destiny is fantastic. It falls into my it's the recommended specs.
It also
CPU.
It also mines cryptocurrency as well.
Yeah, AMDs are way better for that.
That's all they're fucking good for.
That's why they've had such a shortage on their graphics cards.
Look, guys, I'm not going back to AMD now. Like, I'm going to get rid of it and then just join the NVIDIA crew because y'all are fun.
I really want to see Destiny on my PC.
I want to see Destiny on my PC too, but I'm not buying it again.
I've seen it on an LG ultrawide 34-inch monitor at like 4K and whatever else, and it makes me upset that I can't experience it that way. But it's a pretty but a very short ride, I think. Does anyone like Spelunky? This is where everyone should say yes.
I've never actually played it.
So Spelunky was...
High five, Hope!
I'm not high-fiving you.
Oh, fuck you then.
So I believe...
I'm in a really nasty mood.
Yeah, bitter.
Just generally towards me. Is it something because I said something before?
Maybe like a year ago, and I'm like remembering it.
Having Nam flashbacks.
I barely had the courage to talk to you a year ago.
And now I'm being like this. Maybe that was a good call.
Anyway, carry on.
Okay, so Spelunky, I believe, started off as a Flash game, just like a web browser game, about cave diving. But the reality is it's like you got to evolve, falling to your death, various baddies in caves, and collect relics, rescue damsels or dudes in distress.
I've only ever heard good things about Spelunky.
I'm an idiot and a guy that appreciates cute. So if something has a cute art style, I'm like, oh, that looks fun, even though it might not look fun at all. Spelunky does back it up though. It looks really cute. It's a really charming game. It's really fun, but it's also very difficult, and it has like a hardcore difficulty setting that has tested people.
What genre is Spelunky?
Like, I'd say it's a platformer, like a little indie platformer.
Okay.
But yeah, it's managed to remain super duper popular. I believe it's on Xbox One and some other things like backwards compatible. It's made the leap to this generation.
You should see his body pillow.
Dubra is a weeb.
Weeaboo.
But look, hey, I got nothing. No, yeah, look.
Sometimes it's nice just
I'm
to
gonna
be
spare
noticed.
key for
Is
One
up.
Piece if you want.
This green screen is up because I have Hatsune Miku shit behind me. But I'm not a weeb.
I'm not a weeb. I just speak
I'm
Japanese.
too fucking old. Someone make up an internet term for someone who was a weeb but is now way too old to be bothered keeping up with that shit.
Actually, there is
Duba.
A doob.
a weeb song metal. I've got a weeb song from YouTube.
You've got a weeb song from YouTube.
Yeah.
I'll check that out. Yeah, so other notable highlights. A lot of games borrowing from other games, kind of like, oh, well, we can do that too. So the Hong Kong Massacre got announced, and it's kind of like Hard Boiled.
Hotline Miami.
Yeah, I was going to say, it feels like Hotline Miami meets Hard Boiled, those Chow Yun-Fat early 90s Hong Kong action movies where he dual-wielded pistols and shot the crap out of stuff.
Much.
Hotline Miami's great. Hotline
I
Miami
love it
2,
so
I was addicted
much.
to the
It
character.
was so shit.
Like I die rather quickly, but I love the character that just picks up baseball bats and hurls them at people. Like, he doesn't use guns, he just throws shit. That made me want to get really good at mouse aiming.
Oh man, Hotline Miami. The really where Hotline Miami excels is it's so difficult, but it's so easy to try again.
Yeah, absolutely. It's not as off-putting as Dark Souls. Like, you're not spending an hour just to get wiped out and drop everything you have.
Yeah, no, it's like you spend an hour trying to get through one level, but like it's not like you've lost an hour of progress or anything like that.
Absolutely. And then, yeah,
And the music.
yeah. I have the soundtrack on my Spotify.
So good.
Yeah.
Wait.
My video game
Meowing.
Spotify playlist.
Yeah, I already meowed. That should sate him.
Oh.
Did you want to meow?
I think I might pass.
I might do it again just on your behalf.
Oh,
alright?
yes, please do.
Are you ready, Wildebeest?
I'm going to open my mouth as you do it, so it matches.
Alright, here we go. Yum 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 yum.
I have no idea what's going on.
I do that to my friend Cinebe. It's sort of like my kung fu was better than yours.
Well, we got that out of the system. Carry on, Nick.
I don't know what's happening, you guys. I thought we were bridging the gap between journalists and content creators with this, but all I'm seeing is content creation, and I'm being called names. No, and I don't like it.
Just called you
Stop
Nick.
it, I don't like
Look,
it.
to be honest, the rest of the announcements are kind of like, here's something that we should have done. Pretty weird one, though.
I think Concrete Genie looks really cool.
Look, because you want that little bit of Jet Set Radio Future with your little bit of Mark Echo's Getting Up.
I'm more just like the artistic side of it.
No, it does look...
Maybe I do just like the graffiti. Maybe that's like
it's-
hitting me in the back of my Jet Set Radio brain.
I think it does look cool. I
don't know if it's going to be good or not. Like, I'm super duper skeptical about it.
Yeah, exactly.
But I like the concept.
I like the trailer. I just don't know if the game itself is going to make me go, fuck yeah, I need to play that. Because I keep looking at old school graffiti games like Mark Echo's Getting Up, and I never buy them because I'm like, you know what, I did play that back in the day. I don't know if I can play it now. I don't know, there's something about it. I would play Jet Set Radio Future now if it came to Xbox One backwards compatibility, though.
Jet Set Radio Future, like, the graffiti is such a small part of it, realistically.
Yeah, absolutely. I don't know. I think there is probably an audience for this game. I have no idea how big it is, though, because you look at, there are people that got really into like Art Academy on your DS and your Wii U.
Art Academy, my partner played that a lot on a DS.
Yeah, I checked it out and I enjoyed it. It's kind of like if you can wrap a platformer around an art game, like a creative exercise, and that'd be really, really cool. If this game got an active community and has online, then yeah, absolutely. Like let's get together and like spray some bombs on the side of a fucking brick wall and shit. But yeah, I have
There
no
was
idea.
meant to be a game that came to the Vita, and I don't know if it ever released, but it was like an augmented reality game where you walk around and use the Vita and you do graffiti on real walls, but like on the Vita.
So
and then other people could walk around and sort of see it through their Vita as well.
That's cool.
And I remember thinking that was going to be really cool, but I don't know if it actually released.
It probably got canned in favour of a game where you jiggle an anime girl's boobies.
I'm like, do I want to look at a wall or boobies?
Yeah, like those weird games. I saw one game that was coming out on the Vita. I'm like, this looks fucking great. Had really cool anime character design, and then pirates, and they were shooting the crap out of each other. But when you beat each other in a sword fight, you get 30 seconds to jiggle their boobs as much as you want, and it was just so... like, no! Why did you put that in there?
Shiver me timbers.
Who agrees to that? Like, you're a pirate on the high seas, and, like, don't take all my plunder, you can jiggle my boobs.
To be honest, I would let someone jiggle my boobs if they didn't take my plunder.
So, like, give me liberty or give me casual sexual assault, basically.
Yeah. I would make that choice, but I understand that not everyone would, and they have the right to not make that choice.
I'm kind
That
of
sounds like
embarrassed
something-
when people jiggle my boobies, but
That sounds like something that would be befitting inside of a Fallout or a Skyrim game, but there's like plenty of mods to that effect, but albeit slightly more adult. But
yeah. You hear that, ratings board? You hear that? This is what
More adult.
This is what
yeah,
gamers
right.
want.
Did you account
You
for
must
adult
make
mods?
things more adult so I can jiggle more pirate booties.
If it can happen in the
But,
real
like-
world.
But like, it sounds as though like in those sorts of environments where it's like, you know, what is it? Desolate wasteland, everyone out for themselves. You would think there would be some sort of adult element to that where it's like, no, don't steal my caps, or don't steal my gun, or don't steal my plundering gold. Here, shake my wang and, you know, have at it.
Yeah, like, take my wang if you're one of those
Well,
ghouls
there
and it
are a
falls
lot
off.
of games where you can sort of choose sex as a reward, which has always
yeah?
felt super tacky.
Yes.
But it's very rarely that you get to be, you know, choosing sex from a dude as a reward.
I accidentally
Yeah.
had sex with someone in Dragon Age.
God of War.
I slipped and fell
I
repeatedly.
I remember God of War 1, like, there was a sex minigame.
Oh, the one where you're doing, and you gotta you gotta, and then you can
gotta,
hear
like-
them like moan in the
Yeah.
background.
Yeah.
Yeah. And the girls are like,
It
oh!
was like a threesome on the PSP or something.
No, it was PS1. No,
But
sorry,
God of War
PS2.
also let you Oberon someone by clicking in the 2 sticks, which was incredible.
Yeah, no, Dragon Age.
Did you just call that
Inquisition-
Oberon someone?
Yeah.
Ah, that's awesome.
Yeah, Dragon Age Inquisition. I was just listening to this guy's war stories, and he was really, emotional about it. And then he said, "I'm sorry, we need to get back to planning the mission. I must be boring you." And I'm like, "Oh, I don't want to be fucking rude. Like, we do need to get back to it, but I don't want to be rude." So I chose, "You're not boring me," the second option. And then my character, instead of just saying, "No, I don't find it boring," my character fully went, "You're not boring me at all." And then we had,
BioWare
No, no,
games,
then we had
man.
one of those moments, like in Zoolander, where Will Ferrell like flirted with his assistant. Like it was that moment. Like, it just shone my face, and I went, "Ooh," and he looked at me and he went, like that. Next thing I know, we're having sex.
BioWare did the opposite to me. It blocked. I got vejected.
Oh, a lot of people wanted to hook up with their elf and one of the elves, and you couldn't.
No, like Mass Effect though. So the first Mass Effect, I was FemShep, and Caden is a grumpy, boring guy, and so I wanted to hook up with
Fucking
Liara.
migraine whinging bastard.
Liara's like the only good option. And I was like, yeah,
Yeah,
girl.
yeah.
And then mid-conversation, she kind of starts coming on to me, and one of the options was, I didn't realize you were into women. And I was like, oh, that sounds like it can open up us to conversations about how much more into women she can be. So I clicked that one, and what FemShep said was, get away from me, you lesbian!
Oh, damn.
And I was like, no, FemShep, you are a lesbian, come back.
Wasn't that Mass Effect 1?
Yes.
Yeah, that's before they implemented same-sex.
No, Liara was always an option.
Really?
Yeah.
You see, I've never managed to mate with any of them.
Jeez.
I've been fucking actively trying, and I can't fucking do it.
Analyze that. However
Art
you will,
imitates
listeners.
life.
Oh, fucking sick burn, man. Bitch.
Yeah. And I was very, very sad about BioWare stealing my lady love.
Yeah, that's weird too, because I remember there was meant to be a lot more dude-on-dude action, but the male voice actor for
man.
Shepard was like, "Fuck no, I'm not doing all
Yeah,
of that."
he was like, and also like none
Pussy.
of the humans were good. Like what Raptor Shadow's saying. Ashley was super xenophobic.
Yes.
Caden was just like boring smoker voice, and then like, Manshep wouldn't do him anyway because I don't want to act as a gay Manshep, and
Smoker voice. My name's Shirley, and I'm calling up the Centrelink line. I've got, 3 kids I need to pay for. Why you cut my payments off?
oh my god, that's too accurate.
Nice.
No, my one true love in Mass Effect will always be Thane.
Thane was awesome. I was sad to see that he was dying of cancer or some shit in
Yeah, and
number
the
3.
thing is, you find out if you read all the logs, which I may have totally done, that his cancer is his disease is totally curable. It's really common to get a transplant to fix it. And he's just like, no, I must pay for everything that's ever happened to me. I'm like, but I am loving you. Could you maybe just get the new lungs, please? And you never even get to talk about this with Thane. Thane's just like, no, I must die. And then dies in a really kick-ass way, but still.
You know what? I think after the stream, instead of playing PUBG, I might just play Mass Effect.
You have to romance Thane.
Oh, no, I'm going to play Mass Effect 1, 2, then 3.
Ooh.
Oh, play the Xbox
That's,
360 version, and you can chat to your audience while you wait for the 9-minute loading times in elevators.
Oh, and then when you gotta change the disc in 3.
Who
Fucking
the
disc
fuck even
changes.
does that these days?
Holy
Yeah, no,
shit.
there were disc changes. I remember. I did it.
Man, I remember that. Holy crap. Disc changes.
Oh.
See, this is where PC Master Race excels, because you don't have to fucking do that.
PC Master Race used to have disc changes. I remember changing discs back in the day on PC.
Yeah, I remember that for installs. I remember someone passing around a pirated copy of Duke Nukem 3D across 12 floppy disks at my school. 12 fucking floppy disks. Yikes.
Oh. Well, I mean, at least you work hard for your pirated game.
Yeah, you really felt like a criminal the first time you pirated something like that, hey? You really... Like, someone
I
said...
don't know if I've ever pirated a video game.
I checked out that Duke Nukem on a friend's computer, and I just remember, like, the whole time I'm like, dude, like, we shouldn't be doing this. Like, freaking out.
Dude, the cops are gonna find out.
Yeah, I was such a pussy, like, with that stuff. But, you know, then puberty kicked in year 8, I was a real asshole.
Command and Conquer would have been just for those, like, live-action cutscenes, though, with the multiple discs.
Didn't
Oh,
one of the female doctors from House was in a Command and Conquer game?
I know
Yeah,
Tim
she
Curry
was in CNC 3.
Tim Curry.
Yeah.
Yeah, Tim Curry was in Red Alert 3.
Oh, Red Alert 3, there you go, sorry.
Was he like full like Tim Curry, like like that laugh?
I'm
and
pretty
shit?
sure he was, yeah.
He was actually one of the Russians. So
If he is
I
like
love Tim Curry.
Russian version of his character from the Muppets movie he was in.
he does a pretty. He was in Muppet Treasure Island, wasn't he?
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes.
He was Long John
There's
Silver.
Long John Silver.
Such a good moment where he laughs and then just shuts it down or something. I'm gonna have to watch it.
So
I hate the
in
Muppets.
Red Alert 3, they change a critical point in World War II where Lenin's basically fucked off and he's abandoned Russia. They've gone and taken a time machine to kill Einstein, and then they come out and it's a completely different version of history where the Japanese Empire is coming to invade both Russia and the US, and that's led by who's that really? I can't remember his name. The guy that played Sulu.
George Takei.
George
Takei. Yeah,
he's fantastic.
He plays a Japanese emperor in Red Alert 3.
Fantastic.
This is
Yeah,
insane.
I have no interest in playing Red Alert 3, but I would watch all of the cutscenes.
Red Alert 3, or basically the Red
my.
Alert series and the CNC 3 series, or sorry, not CNC 3 series, but Command & Conquer series has always been a star-riddled cast for those motion-captured cutscenes.
Wow.
Man,
and I was probably
that's
playing...
crazy cool.
I was probably playing Leisure Suit Larry, which tried to get porn stars and couldn't even get them.
Oh, I remember a couple of Flash games
Larry
like
was
that.
like text-based.
Hey, I played them too. No, I'm talking like that really bad Magna Cum Loud. And they tried to get porn stars to be the loading screen girls and the girls you hooked up with, and none of them wanted to do it.
Yeah, I don't want to be pawned for video game nerds.
Yeah, fully. Even though that's like their primary audience. And then they made that awful sequel, and Patrick Warburton was in it, and it was... I love Patrick Warburton, and I don't know what he was doing. Must have been like a really quick,
Hyper, you know me too
job.
well. We should move this along. What
Yes.
have you guys been playing this week?
Hyper, you first.
All right. So I've been playing a lot of, well, not a lot of, but, a moderate amount of Dead by Daylight, where you are either a team of survivors in a Saw-like environment where I want to play a game, or a killer running around and killing everyone. I did that
Sounds
for...
like the Friday the 13th game.
It sounds like Friday the 13th, but apparently it's a lot more polished than Friday the 13th.
Shit, yeah, I can say that as I've played both of them, and I am a Dead by Daylight total fanboy.
Nice.
But I got it real cheap during the Halloween Steam sales, and I was like, I'm gonna do this for a Halloween sneaky stream, or spooky stream, and that was pretty fun. And then I've been playing that and PUBG, because I'm not reviewing anything at the moment, but that and PUBG for the last week and a bit. Yeah.
Fuck off, you've been playing PUBG since it launched.
Been playing PUBG for the last year.
Yeah.
Something like that. I'm not reviewing anything, so I'm just playing whatever I feel like.
I've been playing Mario Odyssey. I didn't get it until... we got a review copy, but I got it when it came out, so there's not any point rushing the review, because it's not like it's going to get... not even rushing the review. There's no point, charging through it and trying to get a review out, because there's going to be no clicks on it anyway. Because
That's
everyone
why
else's
we're
review...
different.
Yeah. But, there's no advantage to it, I guess is what I'm saying. Because there's no way it's going to be within that... it couldn't possibly be reviewed within that time that everyone's like looking at it straight away.
So if you've missed the accolades trailer they put together where they quote the press, which I want to be in one, then yeah, just take your time with it.
Yeah, and to be honest, I don't love it. Yeah. Yeah, it's getting like around the board 10 out of 10s and stuff, and I feel like it's like a 7.5 out of 10 game.
Alright, quick reasons why.
Okay, so it promises a lot of exploration, but it doesn't really feel like that's so much of a thing. Everything feels quite linear, even though it's an open world game, because you do have all these sections to explore. The other thing that I'm having a lot of trouble with is sometimes the camera angles are just really, really, really bad.
That was a thing with interiors and other Mario platformers. Is that interiors or in general?
Yeah, mostly interiors, but sometimes if I'm like up against a wall as well, like it does this thing. So there's this section really early in the game where you because you've got the cap mechanic where you throw it at things and you take them over, and you take over a bullet bill, and you go through this section. You're trying to not hit the walls because if you do, you explode and you die. And there's like rotating panels, so it's a little bit tricky to begin with. Like it's not just a straightforward part. And as you go through this section, the camera... It's really hard to explain. Your controls randomly inverse because it tries to keep the controls going left and right.
Classic Mario shit.
Like, stuff like that. And that was super duper frustrating. There's... The thing that really annoys me is almost every time I've died, I've never felt like it was my fault.
Oh, it's never your fault. That's the life of a gamer.
You know what I mean, though? Like, when you're playing a platformer, you especially want to be like, I know what I did wrong there.
Yes.
Instead it's, you fucking cunt! Why?
It's like, that jump looked like I was going to make it, but the camera wasn't quite right, or, like, the controls weren't as responsive as I thought they were going to be just now. Like, that's what it always feels like to me.
Are they waggle controls? Are you, like, thrusting an analog stick up to...
There are some waggle controls, but they're not necessary. But they do help, because there's this thing where you put the because you can play in handheld mode, right? So you can't waggle in handheld mode, but that also just means that some controls are not available to you.
Can we all hear that sentence again? You can't waggle in handheld mode.
You can't waggle in handheld mode.
Am I the only person with a perverse sense of humor here tonight? Okay.
No, we're all perverse. That's what makes us click.
Yeah.
Yeah. Like a Switch. Click.
Yep, I like it.
But there are some handheld controls, so like you can do like a bit of a waggle to like make your jump go further and stuff like that. They're not necessary. You can get through the whole game without it, but you can also... It's one of those games where if in doubt, waggle, and you might be able to get out of the situation. Yeah, I don't know. I'm not loving it. I'm really... And that's why I haven't done my review yet, because I feel so... I'm like, is it me?
No,
I've not found the magic thing yet?
You know what?
I don't think...
We need to look at the website. When we have differing opinions, you sure as shit need to share them, but the best advice we can give each other right now is to remember... It's like the wrestling. When someone is a bad guy, they say your boos are your applause. So if you put up something and it gets shit tons of heat, hope, like people are like, how could you say this about Nintendo? Just fucking roll with it and know that you've done a great job.
It's more that I want to make sure that this is how I feel.
I'm with you. Can I quickly ask, is the different environments, like, is it an immersive game, or are you looking like, what the fuck is with Mario running around normal-sized people?
It doesn't really bother you, to be honest.
Cool.
Like, it's just another crazy world.
Cool, yeah.
It's just trying to emulate the Mario movie of the 1980s, which is a fucking brilliant movie.
Hey, 1993, I believe, bruv.
Oh, I thought it was the 80s.
No,
I
saw it at the movies when I was a child. And
when they dance in the elevator?
I'm pretty sure after...
Yeah, that was the funniest part!
No. The funniest part, I didn't remember this until I listened to a movie podcast. The funniest part is there's a Goomba that is playing a mouth organ, right? Like a... What are they?
Harmonica.
Harmonica, thank you. He's playing a harmonica, and and then later on, a bunch of them run past on fire, and as he runs past on fire, it's going... That's so fucked up. Oh, shit.
That does sound really funny.
And just as they've made a movie on The Room, like with James Franco, they need to make...
I did not hit her! I did not!
They need to make a movie on the making of the Mario Brothers movie, because John Leguizamo will probably reprise his role as himself playing Luigi. Bob Hoskins won't. Oh, he's dead. But, you know, if he was alive, he wouldn't touch it.
Mario and Luigi Mario.
Oh, that was bad. Bad. Bessie J's in the chat. She watches that shit so much. I think she moved into a house and there was nothing there except for a copy of Super Mario Brothers, the movie, on DVD when she moved in. So she's like, I'm gonna keep this, and I swear it's like a cursed DVD that floats around.
Man. Anyway, the other game I've been playing is Animal Crossing Pocket Camp for mobile.
I can play Animal Crossing on my phone.
Yeah.
Hey, Hope wasn't here last week, alright? I talked about it.
I still don't get the fucking point of the game.
To be honest,
You know, no, wait. You play PUBG and nothing has changed and you're still not a chicken fucking dinner.
Fuck off. I fucking won at
Have
least
you
3
never
chicken
gotten
dinners.
a chicken dinner?
No, I've won 3 fucking chicken dinners.
Have you never won a chicken dinner?
I haven't.
No, he's never won a
It's
chicken dinner.
Pointless game. There's more point to making friends with very little animals than there is to shooting
I'm
random
pretty
people.
sure I've just decided that my headcanon is Hyper's never got a chicken dinner.
Your head cannon?
Yeah.
Yeah, mate.
Headcanon?
Yeah, mate. When we started this podcast...
This isn't like
eating
George
spaghetti.
Lucas's Star Wars. You can't just fucking decanonize everything else that's reality.
No, mate. You're not winner chicken dinner. You are almost winner spaghetti and meatballs.
You know what? I'm gonna sit here and eat my fucking dinner now.
Good.
Yeah.
That's gonna be Raptor Shadow's next shirt is gonna be third place,
Almost winner spaghetti and meatballs.
Okay, no. Tell me,
Headcanon confirmed.
Tell me what.
So
your,
Animal Crossing.
Yeah, tell me what you love about Animal
Pocket
Crossing.
Camp. The thing that I love about Animal Crossing Pocket Camp is it doesn't look like the microtransactions are in any way, shape, or form necessary.
Yeah.
Sounds like Shadow of Mordor.
I'm a fair bit into my game. Like I'm level 18 or 19 or something, and I haven't.
I'm level 21.
Yeah, I haven't had. Jesus, you've played a lot since you got it then.
So I'm actually writing the wiki for IGN, so I have to play a lot of it.
Okay. Let me know if you want any pro tips, because I'm in pretty tight with the cats and dogs.
Oh, yeah, look, hit me up, buddy. I gotta know about him. But yeah, that it sounds like a dumb thing to be my favorite thing, but I was so apprehensive about it. Like I was like, Tom Nook is gonna love this. This is like capitalism at its peak. But then yeah, haven't even considered looking at buying one. I have so many Leaf tickets that the game has just given me.
Yeah.
But it's completely unnecessary.
I'm beginning to use 20 Leaf tickets to go to the quarry when I need the essence that it's offering. So at the moment,
my friends won't let me go to the quarry. What's wrong with all you people?
I know, we need to get on there and we need to make just in the crit community, we need to say, okay, everyone, at 6 p.m. or 7 p.m, everyone log in and give everyone an invite to the quarry, and that's how we have to do it.
Yes.
You heard it here, people. Let's go to the quarry.
We're gonna get our quarry on. But the gameplay itself, now that I'm as high level as I am, is very repetitive.
Yes. I would.
So it is. I'm already pretty burnt out on it. I did enjoy it at first, though. It is satisfying and fun. The characters' personalities are always the highlight of Animal Crossing. They're super cute.
Yes.
I think my favorite is Kid Cat.
Yeah, he's cool. He's
cool. Like this little sporty
racing
cat
outfit thing.
dude.
Yeah.
Yeah, and he said to me the other day, he was all like, "Hey Muse, did you know just talking about my muscles can make them bigger?" And then, my character has his the fuck face on, and then he's like, oh, maybe it's not true, but I still like talking about them. And I thought that was great.
I love the weird little things to do, hey, we've caught 20 bugs, let's paint portraits of them, and then you're painting portraits of insects with another animal, and it's, yeah.
Yes!
It's
so dumb.
Did I hear insects
so
or incense?
Or
incest?
You know what? You believe whatever you want to hear. I will post my Animal Crossing ID in the Crit community after the show.
Yeah, let's start a thread.
Yeah, we'll start a thread.
Shit, yeah, because there's other people in there too. Like another streamer, Fire Gaming, is in our community, and he plays it, and he's got me on there, and he's always throwing quarry invites. So
Yeah, like, bitches, I want to get into this quarry.
I know,
I paid
right?
once to go in to see what it was, so I could, like, talk about it, but I was like, oh, I do not know if I would pay to do this again.
Yeah.
So instead I have, like, 240 Leaf tickets that I'm, like, preciously hoarding.
Oh, I bought the KK chair. I need KK.
Oh, you paid money?
No. With
KK?
Leaf tickets. I went to the My
Oh,
Nintendo
okay, you just
thing,
bought-
and I got a bunch of free tickets, and had to have it. Like,
Oh, I haven't even done that.
I love KK. Like, back in the day on the GameCube, I was living with my roommate Aaron, and we dead set every Saturday at midnight went and watched KK live, and it's a really pathetic part of my time as a gamer.
Oh, buddy. I'm very proud of you for having the confidence to admit that
Yeah.
live on stream.
I didn't change the time on my console. I was fucking up at midnight to watch KK. No, it was... We were both
I'm
working...
always fucking up at midnight.
We were both working at service stations at the time, so it's like, you know what? We're up late. Let's, like, go get some sausage rolls and watch KK's latest song. It was cool.
Oh, man.
Sausage rolls.
What have you been playing, Nick?
Apart from Animal Crossing, which I'm starting to just be like a single login kind of thing, I have been playing The Evil Within 2 and The Mummy Demastered, which, holy shit, is such an interesting game. I'm going to talk about...
Nick, tell us more about that game and not Animal Crossing.
Well, it's the Mummy...
Dude, we had to listen to you nerd about WoW for like half an hour.
Half an hour? It was like fucking 2 minutes.
Felt like half an hour.
You Mr. Exposition after. I feel like I know everyone in Warcraft. No, The Mummy Demastered
Because I do.
is based on the awful Tom Cruise movie. That movie that lost a shit ton of money. It is based on that, but it is not a 3D adventure game or anything like that. It is a retro shooter throwback from WayForward Technologies, who are the awesome people who made Double Dragon Neon, the Shantae series, and DuckTales Remastered. So
DuckTales.
if you've played any of those games, you know that there's this retro quality to it. Like everything, it looks like a Game Boy Advance game, like one of the Metroids on there. So yeah, classic Metroidvania gameplay where to get to different areas, you have to find a relic that gives you more powers. So like double jumps and like hanging from the roof and climbing up walls, shoulder barging through stuff. His arms are writing out his Twitter info. Well, you know. I'm there. I'm not
Mate,
going to spray
just don't go and no, do not get a spray tan, man. If you want to look like a fucking carrot, go ahead and do it.
I would look like an Oompa Loompa if I got
What
a
if, if I just...
Did he just like show a shoulder? No.
Did he flex?
He disappeared from the stream.
Look, because I wear sleeveless shirts and I work out does not mean I'm a wanker. I'm a wanker for other reasons.
We're all getting spray tans together. Woo.
Follow me, everyone. Follow me.
You're not even on the thing, dude. I
I'm
can't see
aware.
you anymore.
I wear... That's so he could check the shit out.
Oh, right.
Why don't you
okay.
just post the link to the chat? Then they can click it. Click it and click it good.
Oh, I'm sorry. I thought I was being funny. Just search me. Just search.
I like that you had to apologize.
Just search me. I always apologize for my humour. Search me, Nick Getley on Twitter. I'm there. Yeah. Why? I want my information like somewhere else. Thank you. Thanks.
Do you have boring name Twitter? That's
Yeah,
cool.
I didn't know.
That's like professional and shit.
I didn't know that. You know. You
Hey,
can't
I'm
change it
complimenting you.
ever. I didn't know you can't change it ever, and people follow me now, so.
You
that's
can totally
it.
change
You
it.
can-
I changed my
You can
Twitter
change it
name.
and they still follow you.
Alright, I'll do that because I'm stupid.
No, leave it. Having your real name is great. I wish I had mine, but I don't
Fuck
want
off.
to change it now.
I still have a Hotmail email address, so people still think I'm old for that.
You have a Hotmail?
For my crap, like Facebook and, you know,
For my crap.
Groupon and Scoopon and all the shopping addictions. I
Okay,
have.
that's acceptable.
You should, and like you can just see when I've done TeamViewer onto his computer to help him out, I've seen like a whole heap of porn website registries as well.
Yeah,
Oh, okay.
heaps. And my parole login as well. Like, you can do that online now. Just wear your ankle bracelet and
his Weeb subscriptions.
yeah,
I read that as weed subscriptions.
that
I was
too.
like, oh.
That too. I love nothing more than like card captors and getting stoned.
Hey man, I was like, while I was on stream, I was like flicking through my Humble Bundle purchases. I was trying to find Civilizations 3. Apparently, I didn't claim it in time.
Oh, that's a thing? I thought I had shit forever.
It was a thing. That was like a month ago, but
Damn.
Oh wow, that was quick.
I've got a One Piece game you can have,
Oh,
Fuck off. I
or a
don't like
Naruto
all anime.
Shippuden.
Where is this coming from?
hashtag not all anime.
Dead. I haven't watched anime since like Ninja Scroll in 1993. No, tell a lie. Cowboy Bebop was the last one. But I'm not a weeb. I'm not a gym wanker. All right.
He's a weeb wanker.
I hang out with the sporty animals on Pocket Camp, but that's because they're funny. Because they're total bros.
They call me Brosephine
So, I mean,
because I'm a girl.
look, all right. I'm just going to quickly get us back on track here because I don't feel like I'm contributing that much tonight, to be honest. No, just play the shit out of the Mummy Demastered. It is based on the awful Tom Cruise movie, but it is an awesome Castlevania-esque game. I'm going to say it's like Contra meets Metroid, so Controid. The other thing
Oh, that sounds good.
Yeah, there you go. I should have just fucking said that and moved on.
No, if you say anything's a Metroid, I'm like, yes, hello.
Yeah, no cool ball rolling stuff though.
Oh, that's fine. I like Metroid in the sense of I really like the style of Metroid, like going through a world, finding a new unlock, getting into a new area.
Yeah, that's
like,
pretty much it. Except the environments are a letdown in this game, if I'm going to be honest, because one of them's a London subway tunnel and the other one is a London street, and you get out of the mummy things pretty quickly. So, yeah. So then.
Oh, we're in a tunnel. Oh, look at this linear street map.
Yeah, there's not much you can do when you're not, like making Dracula's castle or an alien planet in that kind of genre.
Yeah, I get what you're saying.
But the other thing is the lovely Bethesda sent me a code for Evil Within.
That game looks freaky as hell.
It is the best Resident Evil 4 game since Resident Evil 4.
Oh, that's a back of the box quote, that is.
No, it feels so much like a Resident Evil game. Like, weird premise to set up the game for the action. Weird characters that, while they're directly talking to each other, it feels like 3 or 4 different conversations in one hit. But yeah, it is a lot of fun. The scary parts, I'm not going to say are scary, but the imagination of the horror. There's one monster that chases you who... She starts off, she has 3 heads. So she's naked, but there's 2 heads on her boobs, so you don't see boobs. And she's got hair covering up her vajayjay. She's got really long hair, but she's like got 3 or 4 legs, 3 or 4 arms, and a couple of heads on her. As a buzzsaw. She chases you through a building, and she doesn't catch you, but later on she catches a man and a woman, and then you hear them getting buzzsawed up, and later on when she chases you, she has even more arms and legs, and she's like a spider, because she chops people up and uses their body parts onto her. So
wow, nice.
Yeah, that
sounds creepy as hell.
It's really,
I
really cool.
loved. So I can't play horror games because I have this imagination which makes them much worse, and then I just can't sleep. So even if I'm not that scared by the game itself, I stay away because if they're too creepy, I just won't be able to sleep. I'll have horrible nights.
You play a game with a serial killer, and then you stay up at night thinking, "What kind of mother did that boy have to grow up to be?"
It's not even that. I'll just make it worse. I'll be like, man, you know what would make that serial killer worse? If he had, like, guns for hands? I don't know. Like, better than that. My brain's better at this than I am.
Or do you, you create a situation where he could get to you, and then you're like, fuck, why'd I do that? I do catch the bus every Wednesday. He knows that now.
Yep. And I do it for movies as well. I haven't watched Stranger Things because I am very concerned that it'll hook me up.
But you're not you're not Barb at all. You're the opposite of Barb. So
yeah, but I could be Barb.
Actually, we just finished.
I don't even know what I'm like referencing.
We just finished season 2 of Stranger Things, and it's fucking amazing.
Yeah, I'll get to it when everyone's not talking about it because I'm a hater mashed potato.
Because I don't want to join the conversation while it's relevant and interesting.
No, I feel like because I was the outspoken nerd critic in all my circles of friends that I've become like I'll just be sitting there having coffee somewhere, and then someone comes up and
Oh,
sits down
Nick,
there like
we need you to
Stranger Things.
clarify which part of this woman creature's hair was long. Like, which kind of
Her
hair?
top of her head, so like her head hair, went all the
I
way
was gonna-
down Bayonetta style and stopped on the vajayjay.
Bayonetta's power is getting naked.
Well, this chick's power is always being naked. So top that, Bayonetta.
But what I was going to say
And a
is the
buster
Evil
arm.
Within... The E3 trailer for Evil Within was the coolest music video I've ever seen. And
Yeah.
it got me really interested in the Evil Within 2, but I also just know that I can't ever play it.
It's honestly, it's not really that scary. It's super violent though, and they've censored it in Japan of all places. So there are.
This violence isn't sexy enough!
Where are the 13-year-old schoolgirls? So yeah, there's bits where the linear bits where you're getting chased by something and it's like quick time events to escape, or you're going through corridors of a building and it's really, really spooky and everything's really scripted and really intense. Then there's open world sections where you're running around in a town trying to find different things, and then you have to sneak past enemies in a massive open environment. Those bits are okay, but obviously they're not as scary as something scripted. But there are these... It starts off, there's just people that are maniacs ripping apart other people and you have to hide from them. But then later, there are these weird tall women that are crying and laughing and shrieking and all sorts of stuff. And they spit acid. And there's one bit I'm like, you know what? This game's a little easy and I haven't been killed yet. I'm going to just run at one of them and wait to see what happens. So I ran to this chick that cries. She grabbed me and spat acid on my face for a full, 30 seconds until my skin melted off. And it shows, a really graphic close-up animation of your face melting off. And it was really impressive. But in Japan, it just fades to black and it's like, game over, try again.
That's interesting.
It is, yeah, it's pretty unusual considering they love survival horror. And,
Yeah, and their horror is the super creepy horror.
we're still on Evil Within 2, Lord Vlad. Which... Early impressions, I guess, for the review would be it is a lot like Resident Evil. And if you're young enough to have not seen a lot of horror movies, then it's probably going to be really fresh to you. But if you've seen The Cell, if you've seen the Resident Evil movies and things like that, it borrows a lot from them. It's still really fun, but it's just... I'm not scared. Outlast scares the shit out of me. Evil Within 2, I guess, has a sense of dread, where you're like, I don't want to open that door, don't make me walk down this hallway, oh god, we're walking down the hallway. That kind of feeling.
Alright, that sounds like it'd be too much for me.
Yeah, if you're, and especially if you're an overthinker, and you're like, oh my god, you'd probably get to that point. Lord Vlad, you're so much older than me. Well, now you're going to tell me how old you are.
Yeah, Lord Vlad.
He's
Oh, he's a
937.
vampire. Yeah,
Of course.
he's Lord Vlad.
So that's what Nick's been playing. I just made my own jingle up.
Cool.
You're welcome.
Well, I appreciate the effort you put into that. Thanks, Nick.
Get my guitar.
That's all we have for the podcast, which is really good because apparently pizza has arrived and I want to go eat it. So
I have spaghetti bolognese that needs devouring.
yeah, you see, I'm a winner, so there's chicken on my pizza dinner.
Now I know why it takes you so long to review a game, Hyper, because it takes you 4 hours to eat dinner.
Fuck off.
Alright, so yeah, that's it from us, everyone. Don't forget, almost winner, spaghetti and meatballs.
Yeah, cool. I'm Muse, otherwise known as Hope Corrigan, and you can find me on Twitter and Facebook and all those things. Usually I am Muse_Shake. And also you guys should definitely join our Crit Damage community on Facebook if you haven't already, because we like to hang out and stuff there.
I'm Hyper. I'll be continuing the stream shortly after I switch my stream keys around.
After he finishes his dinner.
No, that's the pain in the ass, I must tell. But yeah, no, I'll be streaming some Mass Effect in a few moments, so we'll get some Mass Erect. Follow me on Twitter, Twitch, whatever, and Duba.
Yeah, I am Nick Getley on Twitter. For now, I'm going to change it to DubaTV. You can find me at twitch.tv, DubaTV, as well as Facebook at DubaTV, where I post a bunch of shit posting vids and things like that. And yeah, join the Crit Damage community, and next week I'll have my Twitter info tattooed on my arms so I don't have to move out the way, and you can just see it on my glorious white billboard arms.
You can flex and have
Like a Mad Magazine
like
effect.
I was thinking like maybe like the follow notification, like following might turn to followed or something when you flex. I don't know how you do that, but I will be very impressed when you make it work because I believe in you.
I'm not a wanker, I swear. It gets really hot in my office.
It's alright, he can cover up that like shitty Chinese symbol that he's got on his arm.
Yes.
Put his Twitter logo there instead.
I'm going to start a GoFundMe just so I can get this piece of shit covered up. Bottom line is, when you think you know an awesome tattoo in year 11, you don't. Don't do it. Alright, guys.
Alright, peace.
Take it easy, guys.
Bye.
See you in a few.